It's the bus stop, swerving into what's hot. Coming live, Shady Sports, yeah, we got it on live. Sports and music, yeah, let's get into it. Do it like no other, do it. Blueprint for consuming the team that's never losing. Coming live from Colorado, like shit and follow. Shady Sports, the motto, fresher than avocado. Play by play and ball for ball, we coming to you from afar. Day to day and call for call, we talk about it all.
Yeah, this the bus stop, talking sports and hip hop. Jump on the bandwagon, cause we talking what's hot. 8303, Denver, what's happening? We got sports action, come take a ride with us. If you DJ and a rapping, no capping, stand LinkedIn, bringing sports and rap news, stats news, and talking Denver's who's. And we ain't hard to find, we on Shady Sports Network like all the time. Gemini Statik got the ball, it's time to grind. It's the show you won't wanna miss, not one line. And ain't there not a show bringing what we bringing. So go ahead and tune in, man, we just hanging at the bus stop.
Shady Sports, 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 Shady Sports.
Yes, sir. What's going on, everybody? It's Saturday morning, so you know what that means. We're hanging at the bus stop, my dudes. Hey, what's good? I'm your bus driver, Gemini, hanging out. Looks like I'm dolo solo today, but that's okay. We still get it, right? Let's go. Let's roll right into it. We still got a show to do, so we're going to keep it running. So check it. Guys, we got some cool things on board for you today. It probably won't be as long, so come hang with me, kick it for a second, and then let's keep it moving, right? So, you guys checking in, don't forget to hit that like button, hit that comment button, and subscribe. We're trying to get past 20. Wait, I think we passed 2,500. I don't even know. Man, thanks to the homie Curtis, we've been blowing up like a freaking freight train this past month and a half. So help us continue to grow those numbers on YouTube. Hit that subscribe button on whatever channel you're watching us on whether it be YouTube, X, Twitch, whatever it be out there. But hey, we got some cool things, or I got some cool things, I guess, on tap for you today. I'll be talking a little bit, previewing, going into talking the Broncos camp. I know the rookies reported. Got some good news on that front too. And then we'll touch on, the Nuggets offseason again, get into it. Like the title says, man, who runs Denver sports? That's what we want to find out today. So we're going to talk about that a little bit, get into it. If Static jumps on, we'll have Static's picks. We'll get that too. But if not, we'll, still talk some music, and we'll do it how the bus driver normally does it and keep this bus rolling. So, guys, tune in, hit that like button, subscribe button. You are watching The Bus Stop on Shady Sports Network. I am the bus driver, Gemini. Like I always do, hit that promo, so I'll be right back, guys.
How are you? Bring them things, I call the plug, bring them things. That's money. That's cash up.
Yes. Want to get those promos in. But yeah, moving into the Broncos camp. I know camp officially starts this Friday coming up. So we had rookies report last week, and good news. Our running back, RJ Harvey, finally signed his contract. As you see, a couple of second-round picks around the league starting to sign those contracts. So good, get it signed. He got in there, and they're able to get it going. But so yeah, just looking, we're looking early looks into training camp, see what's going on about the Broncos as we ramp up into the season, because that's really what it's about, right? The giant D. Hey, but look, I was looking at sportsillustrated.com, and I had an article from Eric Trickle, just came out yesterday, and it says forecasting who comes out on top in Broncos wide receiver 2 battle. right? I know Cortland Sutton. We know Cortland Sutton is going to be the number one. We know Evan Ingham is the number one tight end, but who's the number two wide receiver? You know, we all assume it's Marvin Mims because he's been there forever, but he wasn't even really the number two last year, right? Was that Devon Bailey? Will it be Pat Bryant who comes out and shines, right? Different type of body. So it'll be interesting to see. But so he says Cortland Sutton needs a partner. So can Devon Bailey, Pat Bryant, or someone else answer the call? That's how he starts it off. Even though the Denver Broncos have plenty of potential in the wide receiver room, they need someone to step up as a second receiver opposite Cortland Sutton with plenty of options. Who is the best bet? So, you know, we got like Devon Bailey, who proved last year, I think, over and over again. I mean, the dude played 470 snaps with 297 of them coming from the slot. So he showed he can, you know, kind of hold his own, and that was as a rookie. So I hope he doesn't see that sophomore slump and just continues to pick it up. But, you know, Pat Bryant is a whole different one too, right? Sean Payton said he reminds him of Michael Thomas. And you know how it is when he says somebody reminds him of somebody. He started riding with them, right? So, you know, that'll be interesting to see what happens these next couple of weeks coming up. That said, Bryant is praised for his football IQ amongst many other things, which can help him pick up the offense as has been reportedly the case based on early reports from many camps and OTA. So, you know, and, you know, nothing's really nothing until the pads come on, right? But still, I think from a receiver, you still want to see them pick up that playbook, them be able to you know, start to pick up those routes and do them effectively, right? You know, so I think that's a good sign. Two other receivers have a shot at winning the job, but they seem less likely for different reasons. Marvin Mims and Troy Franklin. Denver also has Trent Sherfield, who I guess I didn't even know. I need to check up on my Broncos. But he was brought in more for special teams. Being a veteran with 2,300 total snaps in 7 seasons makes it clear he's a special teams player. This is what he says. I didn't say that. That's what he said. Makes it clear he's a special team player. As in the case of Mims, he's an all-pro returner for kick and punt returns, so it sounds like he's the special team player, and his value in this area may limit his usage on the offense. Additionally, Mims has developed into a versatile gadget player for offense, right? They used him out of the backfield. He had screens. He had all types of plays built up for him last season, right? So Franklin has received hype and praise from Peyton over the offseason activities, but there was a lot he needed to work on. His route running, ball tracking, and pure catching ability were all issues last season. With that much to work on, it'll be hard for him to take the second spot, and instead he may find himself as the 4th or 5th year receiver in a situational role. Right? I mean, is that what you want to see? I don't know. But at the same time, though, right? You know, you're seeing receivers across the league, veteran receivers, pick up on those fundamentals and get it re-going. So, I don't know. I don't know if there's anything against that. I hope Franklin comes out and shines, right? They were signed together or they played together in Oregon, him and Bo Nix. So hopefully they can build that connection back up. And it looked like they're starting to at the end of last season. Then he goes on to say in this article, the battle was mainly between Bailey and Bryant, barring one of the other receivers making surges in their development to take the job. The battle was mainly between Bailey and Bryant. So the second year, 7th round pick, and the first year, 3rd round pick. Wow. Barring one of the other receivers making surges in their development to take the job. However, no matter who wins, Payton will rotate his receivers to use them in a variety of ways, keeping defenses on their toes and securing favorable matchups for his quarterback, Bo Nix, to take advantage of. You can read that article at sportsillustrated.com. I think that's definitely one thing to watch out for as far as the second receiver. And it's funny that we're like, well, who's going to be the second receiver? And we're talking about probably these not the biggest names that you think of when it comes to receivers, right? It seems like the Broncos did so much, but they did nothing at receiver. They drafted Pat Bryant, yes. But that was it, right? I don't know. Was that enough? Was that enough to get it going? All right. I'm looking at this other article. Broncos got great news on the 1st round pick before training camp. In the modern era, and this is on MSN.com sports under Broncos page, right? Article written by Tony Adam. Yeah. So they're talking about the first round pick, Jahdae Barron. The Broncos did away with any uncertainty surrounding their 2025 first round pick with cornerback Jahdae Barron signed his 4-year, $18.1 million rookie contract in July 16th, almost 3 months after his draft. And in the same day, the Broncos rookies were scheduled to report to training camp yesterday or 3 days ago. With rookie Jahdae Barron reporting to training camp with other Broncos rookies after reaching an agreement and contract, Shamar Stewart remains the only unsigned first-round pick from this past April's draft. On July 16th, Barron selected at number 20 by the Broncos agreed to a 4-year deal worth just over $18 million that included signing bonuses of $9.8 million, sources confirmed to ESPN. The Broncos privately had a little concern Barron's deal would get done as the two sides spent some time negotiations over the payment schedule of Barron's signing bonus. Then he goes and say Barron too good to keep out a starting lineup. Barron runs a 440 on his first attempt. Dude's pretty quick. So all this, he better get out there and he better freaking beat out Riley Moss, right? He better be on the other side of Pat Surtain, right? He better be the second coming of PS2. That's all I know. He's gonna, same thing. RJ Harvey, man, all these guys holding out. Like, I guess, man. There's another article on MSN Sports predicting a 53-man roster before training camp kicks off. All right, Broncos are going to have to trim it down. So at quarterback, he has Bo Nix and Jarrett Stidham. Not really too much of a debate. Right, Sam Ehlinger could make it, he says. After last year, there isn't a need unless Ehlinger's excellent in the preseason. Got to get my words out. So, we'll see how that goes. What do you guys think? I don't know. But yeah, Bo Nix, Jarrett Stidham at quarterback. Running back, he's projecting they keep 4. RJ Harvey, J.K. Dobbins, Jaleel McLaughlin, Audric Estime, which we kind of knew, right? The guys they drafted, so we knew they were going to keep them. The Broncos' running back position is wide open. Harvey is the lone guarantee to make it, with Dobbins seeming almost guaranteed to make it. The way Dobbins' contract is structured keeps him from being fully guaranteed, but in his projection, he makes it. McLaughlin, Estime, Tyler Bidet, and Blake Watson are competing for the final 2 spots. Watson is the man out and has the longest shot of making it, so it's more of a 3-way battle. And you know my guy, Tyler Bidet. McLaughlin is a slasher style back, even at a smaller size, and none of the other backs are that style. So we'll see. Estime and Bidet are different backs, but Estime has shown ability on special teams while Bidet missed time last year with a back injury. That leads to McLaughlin and Estime beating out Bidet, who has a good chance of sticking on the practice squad. Has him keeping 6 at wide receiver. Cortland Sutton, Devon Vele, Pat Bryant, Marvin Mims, Troy Franklin, Trent Sherfield. All the receivers we just talked about. Tight ends 3, Evan Ingram, Adam Troutman, Nate Atkins. It just sounds so much better when you say Evan Ingram, right? Even though it's like, oh, it's Evan Ingram, like I feel like 2 years ago. But he did lead the league in targets or receptions. One of them. I think it's a good tight end room now, at least, right? Offensive line, Garrett Bowles, Ben Powers, Luke Wattenberg, Quinn Miners, Mike McGlinchey, backups Matt Pert, Clay Webb, Alex Forsyth, Alex Pisetsky, and Xavier Truss. So, like, that line, I mean, we have, a top 10 line, right? I think the backups it's always a backup at left tackle, right? It's always the tackle you're looking for, but it looks like we got one. We'll see, So we got 2, it looks like, with Pert as the backup and Pocheski being able to play on the inside and the outside. But he's the backup right tackle. Forsyth is cemented as a backup center with eyes on him for the starting job next year, as Wattenberg is in the final year of his deal. So hopefully he'll play like a demon with his head cut off, right, for a new contract. The backup guards are where the battle is, that the Broncos spent to make sure they landed Webb and Truss as undrafted free agents. Webb is a versatile interior blocker, while Truss is another one of those inside-outside blockers. Frank Crum has a good chance of making it over Truss and likely has a better shot. Peyton has tended to rotate that lineman, the last lineman, every year, which is why Truss over Crum in this projection. So there you go. How we feeling? What are we thinking? These projections so far. You guys rocking with it? What up, Sam? What's rocking, man? I missed you guys' show this morning. My bad. But we rolling. Let's see. We trying to get it going this Saturday morning. It's moving along. Yeah, get this bus a rolling. Nah, moving along though. Back to it. So yeah, we got a defensive line: Zach Allen, John Franklin Myers, DJ Jones, Malcolm Roach, Savion Jones, and Yume Uwazurike. The Broncos defensive front and sit as well. We're the top 5, obviously locked in. There's a battle for the 6th spot against Jackson, Rike, Henningsen, and whoever else, right? Uwazurike is back from a suspension from sports betting, so you know they obviously like him if they're bringing him back because usually guys are getting cut, so it's probably his to lose. We'd say outside linebackers, we're looking at Nick Bonito, Jonathan Cooper, Jonah Ellis, DeAndre Tillman, and Quay Robinson. We know what positions are. I don't think there's really any battles. He said the same thing. That could open the door for a different rusher to make it, but odds are the Broncos keep 5. Tillman is the one at most risk of being traded. But after 1 year in the NFL as a part-time player, he may not have the value to warrant a trade. What do you guys think? What do you think we get for DeAndre Tillman? Let's see. What was his stats last season? Hey, shout out to Sam, right? He was with the Birmingham Stallions, man. Got some UFL talk here already. Look at that. So, let's see. Look at his salary on Sports Track. Dang, he's popping up everywhere as trade. I think they're trying to trade him. It's kind of popping up. 2025 cap hit, 960,000. Not really much of anything. Yeah. Free agent next season. Okay, so don't really see much. It does pop up in this other article as one of the 6 players. Denver Broncos trade watch 6 players who could be dealt. Let me go find someone else. All right, so yeah, back to the team though. Inside linebackers: Dre Greenlaw, Alex Singleton, Justin Shernaud, Lavelle Bailey. With the injury concerns of this position, there was an attempt to keep 5 linebackers, but ultimately the numbers just didn't work out. There's one spot that could very well end up wrong due to the injury concerns with Greenlaw and Singleton, as well as Greenlaw being the only one 100% set to make it. Yeah. Because, I mean, even Singleton, right? He isn't. I mean, it's good. He's not great, though, right? So, yeah, we brought in Greenlaw. Greenlaw is going to be that linebacker we haven't had since Danny Trevathan. Right, coming in and stopping the run at the line. So that's what we want. A lot of tackles is cool, but when you, like they say, you know, when you're tackling 7-8 yards down the field, it's not really helping a whole lot. It's stopping the ball, yeah, but they're still getting these yards. So we want somebody who's going to go up there and stuff the run. Somebody's not afraid to get up there. And I'm not, you know, so. It'll be interesting to see. And I think Alex Singleton's up for contract too this season. So we'll see what goes on with that. Cornerbacks: PS2, Jade Barron, Riley Moss, Jaquan McMillan, Chris Abrams-Drain. There was some debate about 5 or 6 corners, but ultimately it was decided to use 5 corners and 5 safeties instead of 6 and 4. The expectation is that multiple corners make the practice squad. 4 or 5 corners seem fairly set to make it, with McMillan being a potential change if the team makes a good enough offer to trade for him. Yeah, I don't know who would want to trade for him, quite honestly. I mean, nobody's made an offer yet, but at the same time, right? Maybe we could use him on special teams. I think that there's no point in not keeping him around, as we saw when Riley Moss went down. We kind of just lost depth. So yeah, he was part of that too. But I think it was Chris Abram-Strange who had the trouble, though. He was the one that got burnt. But it wasn't McMillan. I can never remember. See, where Static would help. But yeah, I think he'll still be with the team because I don't see anybody, unless my cornerback goes down, unless one loses like a second or third cornerback to injury these next couple of weeks. But other than that, I doubt it. All right, safeties: Brandon Jones, Hufanga, PJ Locke, Franklin, JL Skinner. Both Jones and Hufanga are safe to make it, with Locke, Franklin, and Skinner all competing for a spot. Locke makes it with his experience as a starter in the defense, while special teams play of Franklin and Skinner keep them around the roster. Yeah, shout out to my boy JL Skinner. Let's go, dude. Let's see him get that roster. I mean, we saw what Locke could do, and we saw that we needed to bring in Hufanga. So let's just get these younger dudes up, right? And keep it moving. Special teams: Will Lutz, kicker; Jeremy Crawshaw, Florida boy, punter; Mitchell Framboni, long snapper. Yeah, Crawshaw, that Florida boy. Let's go and get it. So that's the predictions from Eric Trickle over on Emerson Sports for the Broncos 53-man roster. You can head over there to read that over again. All right, let's see. Yo, guys, please remember, hit that like button if you like what you're hearing. I know I'm just kind of rambling today. I really wasn't jumping to do a solo show for this, but I'm with it. It's cool. We keep it moving. Ain't nothing gonna stop this bus, right? We keep this bus rolling as long until the wheels fall off, right? 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 Shoot. They calling, so we gotta keep it coming, keep it rolling till we don't have to no more. But hey, looking over here at Yard Barker, some breaking NFL news and rumors. Let's see what they got about the Broncos. Ooh, this is a hot topic. Broncos fans think Courtland Sutton will score the most touchdowns for Denver in 2025. What's your thoughts? They got about a whopping 35% leading everybody else on the team. I mean, he is the most qualified, unless Evan Ingram goes off, right? I think that's it. We'll see Courtland Sutton get that for sure. I'm with that. Yeah, I agree with that. And then it says in one of the paragraphs, if I had to pick one, I go to Ingram only because if Peyton does some trickery, sometimes that could poach Dobbins in these goal-to-go situations. Yeah, see, so, but I still got Ingram coming in second, maybe over Harvey. So him and Harvey could switch. Harvey, and Dobbins could switch as far as second for touchdowns for sure. Mims, I could see Pat Bryant or Bailey sneaking to that spot too. So, but yeah, definitely Courtland Sutton, top dog. What song is my go-to lately? Oh man, you know what? Honestly, I've been the Clips album, man. I just really just Whips and Chains. It's pretty freaking. That's a pretty good song. So I just kind of throw it on and turn that into a station on Apple Music and let it rock from there, quite honestly. But I've been listening to that Static and Gemini a lot lately too. That song's pretty fire. So it got me like running back and listening to the old jams and Fruit Punch and What They Saying. You know what I mean? Take it back to the OG, cocky, confident, right? We had some bars for sure. Okay. Glitch Gang. I don't even know if I heard of. Let me listen to this. I like this. Get Glitch Gang. Oh man. Okay. Are those dogs in the album cover? Oh no. I like this album cover. Yeah. Dang, man. This album cover just reminded me though. My homie Alex just hit me up a couple days ago with a picture. This dude from a group, Scum of the Earth, man. You heard of them? This is my homie, man, back in the day. And let's see if he's on Apple Music. No. Just the Rob Zombie song. Oh, wait, maybe. No. I'll have to find his music and get it pulled up. You know, pay some tribute to him. Completely different. This album cover made me think of it. Dang, it's pretty cool though. I like it. It's a little wild for a Saturday morning. That's what I need though, right? Wake me up. Yeah, Scum of the Earth. It was you probably, I don't even know if I can find it. Let me see if I can find it on YouTube. It was like a small, like, well, I don't know how big he was, but like a Gainesville rapper. A band. Oh man, no. I don't know if I can find any of his stuff. I'll have to look for it. I know. I know, that's all that comes up. I mean, unfortunately, he passed away back in like 2013, 2014. God bless his soul, but yeah, like, man, he had some pretty good stuff. It's kind of like, I don't even know, put this category in. Gang, 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 gang. Oh man, what was I looking for? I was trying to find that. At least I got his album cover somewhere. Yeah. Oh, I can't even see it. Can you see it? Yeah. Scum of the Earth. I think he might have just dropped the one album. No, I think he had 2 records. This guy, dang, what's he kind of remind me a little bit of Jared Benton. A whole lot of Jared Benton actually. And like Jared Benton and oh yeah, Jared Benton and oh, I can't think of it. I'm gonna take a promo real quick, and then when I come back, I'll have a thought of. Be right back, guys. Yeah. Nah, it's Jared Benton and what's his face? Lucky you. You just dropped the album. Why can't I think of stuff right now? Joyner Lucas. That's what it is. He reminded me of Jared Benton and Joyner Lucas. For sure. I rock with it, though. Yeah. But, dang, I just feel like I'm so... Oh, Hobson. Hobson? I haven't heard anything new from Hobson in a minute. I rock with Hobson. I like Illmind Hobson. The whole little series. I think it kind of went off track with 8, right? 5 was mine. 5 was Musty's. I don't think I heard it. Oh, wait, I have heard it. 9 years ago. Yeah. I rock with Hobson. But yeah, no, Jared Benton, he used to rap with Hobson, right? I don't know if he still does. Let's see.
Everybody sit down. This is really getting on my nerves.
Should the Broncos call the Steelers about a tight end trade? What do we think? I mean, I probably would. If there's a chance to pick up another tight end, let's see what he's talking about. Even with Evan Ingram's, the Broncos tight end positions leave a lot to be desired. They have 2 tight ends who are best suited as 3rd or 4th tight ends, with Nate Atkins and Adam Troutman serving as their backups, right? Yeah, like Evan Ingram is good, but he can't block. He's not going to go out there and block. It would be nice. You know. Oh, no. Well, I mean, I guess he does sound a little bit like Hobson, but he sounds more like Jared Benton than Hobson. Let's see. Yeah, especially, I'm just thinking, obviously his biggest song's good, so. Yeah. Hey guys, hit that like button. You rocking with us. What you listening to right now, right? You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, leave it in the chat. I'll be up here for a little bit longer. I'm probably jump out in probably like 5 minutes or so. I did want to touch on who really runs Denver sports, but I do want to talk about it when Statik's here because I want to go back and forth. So when we get Statik on next week, we'll definitely get into this topic. So you guys should let us know in the chat who you think runs Denver sports. Is it the Broncos? Did they take it back with this draft class or with these past couple of years? Is it the Nuggets? Did they continue to hold on to it with what they've done with the championships? Is the championship run? Is the Avalanche slowly creeping up? Right? Like who's the king of Denver sports right now? I really want to know. I want to hear what you guys thinking in the chat. And I feel like, I mean, for me, it's the Broncos. Like, right? I love football. But, I mean, I definitely have been watching the Nuggets a lot more lately. So, but, yeah, I'm happy to see the Broncos back on. So, that's who it is for me. Let me know who it is for you guys. I'd love to hear that. But, yeah. I guess, yeah, more of a mix of, like, Jared Benton, Hobson, and Joyner Lucas. You could, like, mold them all together. I'm find an AI program to do that. Let's see. Yeah, but Broncos start training camp next week. Right. They I think it's Friday. They start the 25th. Yeah, Friday. Next Friday. I'm gonna find some way to finagle my way in there Saturday. Maybe we can try to go Friday. We'll see. Come up there, you see me. You'll see the Giant D. Hopefully see Shady Sports Network. But come up there, look for us. We'll be walking around somewhere. But back to this, though. Steelers tight end. Right? It says Lucas Kroll and Caleb Lohner are all practice caliber guys trying to develop, right? Hoping they work out in the next couple of years, blah, blah. This is where Steelers come in as they have a surplus, especially after the trade and extension of Jonnu Smith. I take Smith off the table, but Pat Freiermuth or Darnell Washington is available. And I'm saying, like, so we're saying Freiermuth is better than Troutman? I don't know. I was with this till I read that. And then Darnell Washington, 2023 third-round pick, who played 1,100 snaps in 2 seasons. Not expensive, cost about $1 million, $1.5 million in the next 2 years. Washington hasn't done much, 27 catches, 207 yards in his 2 seasons. But a strong suit is always his blocking. Right? Then the Steelers have Connor Hayward, a 2022 6th-round pick, as their 4th tight end. And while he hasn't seen the field as much as Washington over the last few years, he has a bigger impact. He has performed well as a blocker and been consistent enough as a receiver to step up and become the 3rd tight end in the room, which is true. You see him out there every once in a while. I probably even want to go with the younger guy, though, honestly. Well, it seems doubtful the Steelers can move on from Washington as he fills out one of the 3 main rules from the position you want and pairs well with Freiermuth and Smith. With only 2 years under his belt, there's still potential for the Steelers to work with and develop. Plus, tight ends can take 2 to 3 years to develop. Even if the Steelers aren't willing to move them, the Broncos should make the call and see if there's a price that they can land them on or that they're willing to trade them at. And that's over at yardbarker.com. Guys, you can go read that article over there. Using AI to build a logo, website, and social content. Hey, sweet lineup of IFL, CFL, and TAL games tonight. You heard them, guys. That would be a popular AI program. Do you think AI will change how music is made going forward? I don't know. I didn't even know you could use it. Oh, I guess there are people. No, because AI stuff doesn't have no soul. I don't know. It doesn't have no rhythm. Plus, like, at the same time, like, I mean, maybe for people that use ghostwriters, right? Maybe for like pop songs, it might change it because you can just write a pop song. But as far as like music, I don't think so. I think there'll still be music. People still make music. People still enjoy going to shows to see music. But at the same time, I mean, the Gorillas kind of already changed it too, right? The Gorillas already kind of made it AI like by doing, like they're animated. So they started on the visual front, and now we just have the computer part of it, the AI part of it to mesh in with it. So it's already been changed, but like there's still need for like people that write songs and stuff. They're just competing. It's like I guess it's like the modern day story of John Henry, right? The songwriter versus AI. Who can come out and write the most hit songs? So that's what it comes down to, right? Who can write the most hit songs? No one cares about the 1 or the 2. Like, continuously write the hit songs. And that's what we need. So maybe as we go on, maybe the major pop songs will they probably already are. I feel like half this stuff is like already like AI generated. I could be wrong. I don't know. I don't know. That's why I like lyricists that just like change the style. Who knows? They could be using it too. But yeah, no. Let's see the lineup: IFL, CFL, and TAL games tonight. Let's see what the IFL is going on. I know, and you guys can head over to our YouTube channel and check out Around the Indoor Football World. Comes on every Saturday morning at 6:30 Mountain Time. 5:30, 6:30 Mountain Time. Super early Mountain Time. So you can head over and check them out. And they got their picks. They got, the schedules of all the IFL, the CFL, the TAL games. All pretty much all arena leagues are going to talk it. European leagues are going to talk it. Canadian leagues are going to talk it. Mexican leagues are going to hear about it. Football, it's all football talk. They talk more football than I do, which is wild. I mean, I guess not wild because I just talk the NFL, which is kind of bland, but it is what it was. That's where I sit. So yeah, we got the Broncos draft picks all signed, which is great. Ready to go into, the regular training camp. Hopefully we got the same energy that we felt like coming out of the offseason. Going into the season, I think it's going to be a great year for the Broncos, and I think the Broncos really are back on top. ready to show why they're back on top. And honestly, I think that Super Bowl appearances, when did Joe Burrow go to the Super Bowl? When did Pat Mahomes go to the Super Bowl? When Lamar Jackson go? You right? You don't need to take all these years. It don't take all these years now to get to the Super Bowl. So, it'll be interesting to see. There you go. And then, we know about the Nuggets. So we finally finalized the contract for Jonas Valanciunas. So that's good to hear, right? And we'll see what he does. I think he'll be a professional and play this season, if anything, just so he can get a bigger contract next year. If he doesn't, then, maybe they just won't bring him back. As everything I've seen says, no concerns. He won't report to the team. Nuggets found NBA Summer League gem in Iowa State's Curtis Jones. Let's go. Like many Denverites, the basketball guys up in the grading week, GTW offices will have a handful of family and friends who call Iowa home. Much as we love our Buc-ee's brisket, that Smiling Beaver will never make pizza as good as the ones you can grab from Casey's General Store. Oh, they cut me off. $1 for 1 year at the Denver. I'm not buying the Denver Post. I'll find a story somewhere else, buddy. Anyway, Curtis Jones, Iowa State's Curtis Jones. Looks like it was a gym, so I have to look into some Nuggets that say Summer League. I tried watching the game and I was like, this is kind of boring for me because I'm not an analyst, right? So I don't even know how to break it down. I'm just like reading stuff and resharing it with you guys that don't hear about it. So that's my goal in life here. Anyway, I think this is a good stopping point for this episode. Sam, thanks for rocking. Thanks for chatting with me too, trying to get the music going. Next Saturday, you guys will have Static back. We'll be really diving into who runs Denver sports. It's gonna be a fun episode. But yeah, guys, we talked about the training camp. Next weekend we'll be actually at the training camp, holding it down. Hopefully have some footage from there. Figure out how to go live from there, here, there, and do it. Get that for you. We'll have some more updates, I guess, around from this Curtis. I'm gonna look into this Curtis Jones guy and see what I can find out about him. Sounds like we may have found a backup guard. Let's see what he plays. It looks like they'll want to offer him a 2-way contract, see how it goes. But anyway, we'll have more information on that. And then I do thank you guys for just tuning in today. It was just, a little cuff by the fly episode. Wanted to get out and just come hang out with you guys at the bus stop. Sam, thanks for chilling, rocking with it. As we do, guys, head over to Shady Sports Network. There's so much more you can find over there aside from just NFL talk, NBA talk. You can find the IFL again, CFL, the TAL. And then Saturday mornings, like I said, at 6:30, I believe 6:30 Mountain Time, you can catch the around the indoor football world over here on Shady Sports Network. So we got so much sports coverage over there at Shady Sports Network. So head on over. Again, guys, it's been fun. It's been real. I want to thank you guys for rocking with me. That's all I want to say. Thank you for hanging out, and thank you for always coming by, guys. Head in the comments. Let me know who you think runs Denver sports. I'd love to hear what you guys think about it and who you're rocking with, so we can get it in next week's episode and talk about it. Other than that, it's been fun, guys. Bus driver, I hope you guys have a great Saturday. Enjoy your weekend.
I'm a game changer. I'm a game changer. I'm a game changer. I'm a game changer. I'm a game changer.